Hi, welcome to This Week Tonight. My name is A.T. Wiltz, and we are here at the famous soda fountain here at the pharmacy, right on Main Street. Great fun, great food. Oh, look at that smile. I love that. $1 million. And we're here talking with Jonathan Jensen, the newest member of our theater family, I think. You and your wife.
Quite new.
Although you've been here now 2 years?
I'm fresh-ish.
Fresh-ish.
I've been here about a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Since January of 2015.
That's excellent. And what is your working title?
So I am the managing director. So in charge of a lot of our business operations and making sure everybody gets the good word about the theater, and
you go off and find out about national theater and the state of theater. I know you just came back from New York or Washington?
DC. I just came back from Washington, D.C. to attend the Theater Communications Group Conference, which is a national organization that Theater Workshop is a part of. You know, all these wonderful companies from Maine to San Francisco are out there and learning about what the state of the theater is.
What works, and sometimes more importantly, what doesn't work. Don't do this one. We've tried it.
Yeah, but it's good. It's great. It's wonderful to get in a room with all of your colleagues and talk about what you love to do so much.
Yeah, and how are you finding the island?
The island's wonderful. I mean, this is such a unique place. Having never been here until I was interviewed for my job, I have really started to fall in love with the place and totally understand why everybody is so in love with it too.
It's really nice that we have you and Justin sort of taking the reins over to a new level.
Well, thank you.
And I would say the state of theater on Nantucket has just been improving. You know, now that we got sort of both Center Stage and Bennett Hall sort of secured for a while, and there are new theaters coming and collaborations with the Dreamland.
I know.
For the last couple of years, which always better to work together.
Of course. I mean, the state of theater is strong on the island. The state of the theater is strong.
Yeah.
And so when I got out here, I was actually so surprised at how much activity was going on, whether it's not just with the theater, but with all the other artistic and cultural institutions that from the Artists Association to the NHA and all these other groups that we work with closely. It's just really wonderful.
Good.
So very, very proud to be a part of Theater Workshop.
And now the season really never ends, which is great. I mean, there's readers theater, there's armchair theater, some associated, some not. But the players are usually sort of intermingled, incestuous group that we are. But tell us about the Theater Workshop's primary season.
So this season, if you didn't already know, and I know you do, is our 60th anniversary, which is quite the milestone. And we opened the season with The Odd Couple, which has since closed and was a tremendous production. We actually did the female version of The Odd Couple, but right now...
Very funny.
It was great. Neil Simon classic that he rewrote after about 20 years. From the original version, but on stage now we have Venus and Fur. It's only running for the next couple of days, so get your tickets for that while you still can. It's a power punched production to use a lot of P's.
Where can people get the tickets?
Tickets can always be purchased online at theaterworkshop.com, and that's theater spelled with an R-E. And then always by calling our box office at 508-228-4305.
And they can stop by the box office.
And they can always stop by the box office at 50 Main Street. We're on the second floor there.
Oh, the box office is no longer down at Center Street.
It's no longer at Center Street. We moved it to our new administrative offices to allow for a more regular operation for the box office, so there would usually be somebody there opposed to some of the infrequent hours that were available at Center Stage. So trying to make it as easy as possible.
And if people have not seen the new offices, they're really nice. It's just up one flight of stairs, 50 Main Street.
Yep, right next to Mitchell's.
Sustainable Nantucket? I would get that
Remain was there.
Remain Nantucket.
Yeah.
But the sign is still there, so some people may see that.
Yes. But we usually have our sandwich board.
Up the stairs, come in and say hello.
Yeah. So it's good.
That's great. And now, what's next? What comes next after
What's next? On July the 15th, we open Annie Get Your Gun, Irving Berlin classic, starring Sarah Shepard, who's coming off of Broadway from Beautiful, the Carole King musical.
What?
She's quite the talent.
Yes.
So you've got to come see that. And then 1 week after that, we open the Full Monty. And each of those productions is going to be running in reps. So every other day, you'll see something different all the way through July and August.
Now, is the Full Monty a family-friendly show?
The Full Monty is definitely geared to more of our adult audience. And Annie Get Your Gun, of course, is our family-friendly show that, of course, everybody is welcome and encouraged to attend.
And the songs are world famous. I mean, it's got some of the best songs, ever
Yeah,
on Broadway.
I got Lost in His Arms, from Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better. There's No Business Like Show Business.
I mean, the classic.
Yeah.
And the Full Monty is, if you don't know what the Full Monty is, look it up. It's the Full Monty. And I assume
based on the wonderful film
Monty.
that was, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 years old at this point in time.
Very
It's a great story about these working class guys who are in a rut and they start performing for,
a Chippendales like adventure.
Yeah.
And they're coal miners, so they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And Annie Get Your Gun, for those who don't know, is sort of the Buffalo Bill, Annie Oakley Wild West show.
Yeah.
And so great costumes, dancing, and all that sort of stuff. Now, which is where? Or
They're both at Bennett Hall.
They're both at Bennett Hall.
Both at Bennett Hall.
Wonderful.
So when we open Annie Get Your Gun, it'll open on the 15th, like I mentioned, and then it'll run for a week right before Full Monty opens on July 22nd. Once that happens and we get through the first weekend of the Full Monty, every other night it's going to be one or the other.
Wow, that's great.
Same cast for the most part, so it's really fun to see
Different
who plays who, different
roles.
roles.
Exactly, right.
But it'll be a lot of fun.
I can't wait. It's really a tremendous season. Can you run through just sort of the rest of the season? I know that the 60th anniversary is sold out, but I'm sure there's a waiting list.
I mean, there is quite the waiting list, but of course our 60th anniversary event on July 30th features Meryl Streep, the one and only.
Meryl Streep. Oh yeah.
You know that one, don't you?
Yeah.
And so Meryl
John Shea.
and their friend Joe Gaffrazzi, who's also another very talented actor and director.
And they were all at Yale together.
They were all at Yale together. They've done productions together for a number of years, old friends, and so very excited to have them perform alongside a couple of our other performers for that event. And then after Annie Get Your Gun and the Full Monty run through the end of August, we open November by David Mamet, a political satire about a president trying to get reelected on September the 2nd. So November and September. But
very appropriate, actually.
Very appropriate, actually, for this time of the political cycle and the climate that's going on. We've kind of joked about making
so glad
sure.
that wasn't my phone. That's usually my phone. Sorry.
So November runs September 2nd through September 26th, and then September 29th, we have Love, Loss, and What I Wore that takes the stage, again on Bennett Hall, which is a wonderful play written by Nora Ephron and Delia Ephron.
I don't know that play.
It's all about women and the clothing that they own and what value it holds to them. And so you'll see many different stories, all played by a lot of different actors on island. Ellen Hildebrand's going to be joining us for that play as well, so she's going to read a couple of performances. But it's from the little black dress to the sweatshirt that's in the back of your closet and what that meant to me at that point in my life. So it's a really wonderful, heartfelt play.
Sounds very, very touching.
Yeah.
And now, not only do you do that, but I know that there is an improv group that uses center stage on occasion. On Sundays, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's started up yet.
They haven't started up yet,
but they will.
They will.
Look on the website.
Look on the website.
And then there's like 6 staged readings.
Yeah, those start July 29th.
Right.
So we're doing a staged reading from each of our 6 decades of the theater's history.
Oh, so is that how they were chosen? I didn't know that. Oh,
so each one is from each of the 6 decades. So we've got some of our classics like Born Yesterday and Wait Until Dark and Harvey. We're also doing The Diary of Anne Frank and some other stuff that is just going to be a lot of fun for our audiences.
Thank you so much for coming. And I know we're doing Moby Dick rehearsed again.
We are.
Your lovely bride has been on stage many times, and she's great audition as well. So thank you very much for coming. And
well, thanks, AT. Yeah, of course. This was a blast. Thank you for having me.